All right, I'm ready.
Right?
Was that 10 seconds?
We should teach intern Zach how to do some like social media plugs on these days.
We're starting at about plus 45 seconds or so you'll be pretty close.
This is the Boom Real Estate Podcast. The podcast that shows you how to build an amazing business so you can build an amazing life.
Tape, Christian?
The Boom Real Estate Podcast
Recording.
starts now.
I think we're good. It's getting so complicated!
Oh, there's so much going on.
So
What?
complicated.
Todd was doing an inappropriate dance to start the day, to start the show. Keeping it saucy in the Boom Command Center, which is what we call this now. There is a lot happening, though. There's lights, there's cameras,
too much happening.
Everywhere.
there's action. There's we got some extra peeps in the studio today.
I remember watching this video. What was the meth lab chemistry teacher?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, yeah.
Yep.
So there's an episode that just flashed in my mind where his cohort had a big party at his house that he was having,
Okay.
and like they wake up the next day and there's just people laying everywhere and stuff, right? That's just what I envision is happening right here, right now.
I mean, that's a
I want to
typical
paint that
Boom
picture
party.
for all of our listeners.
By the end of this episode, I'm confident there will be people strewn about
Yes.
that have just been wasted on meth. All that's about to happen, no doubt about it. Hey, welcome to the Boom Real Estate Podcast, everybody. We're glad to have you. I'm Terry. To my right, laughing is Megan. Straight across from me, not laughing, all business, producer Christian.
Hello.
With a deep sigh. He's waving at the ceiling cam, which is a new installation you may see on YouTube. That's a bunch of fun. And to my left, nodding his head and dancing inappropriately, it's Todd Boom Boom Ferris. So we are excited to be with you today. We want to hear from you. Email info@boomrealestatepodcast.com. Visit the YouTube.
Do it.
Speaking of YouTube,
Exciting.
we've got the new YouTube. It's very exciting.
The tube of you.
I'm loving the YouTube stuff, gang. We did social media for a long time. We've done it for a few years, but we just now have gotten a little bit more serious about YouTube. Let's silence our cell phones because we are recording a
I
podcast
apologize for
right
that.
now.
The producer did that.
That's a good time. He'll fix it. There's no way that's going to
we
make
can't
the
fix it in
episode.
post anymore.
There's no way
There's no
that he's going to
post.
let that stay in there. Anyway, visit the YouTube channel. We don't have like a custom URL for that right now. Just go to YouTube, search Boom Real Estate Podcast, and we will pop
find
right
it.
up. Yep.
Hours later,
think
you'll
they-
come up for air.
I think they
Yes.
give us. I think they allow us to have a custom.
They do once you get to 10 subscribers. No, it's not really 10. There's a number, but I don't know what the number is, but we're not there.
Help us get our
there.
custom URL.
That's right.
Subscribe, and that way you won't miss a moment of it. And also, the 30-day jumpstart is there. It's a jumpstart in 30 days.
Yeah.
We're going to beat that in today's episode
Yep, we
with
are.
just
Yes.
how to crush the next 7 days. But you can get it at boom30.com. That's free. That's just there for you. God bless
We're
you.
trimming 23 days off today.
That's right.
Excited about that.
That's 30 days. To
Wait
do
till
anything.
next week when it's crush the next 3 days.
Down to hours.
And then crush the next 4 minutes. It's gonna be really good. Good times. So I'm day to day with a neck, boys and girls. I just wanted to talk about that because
see
if you are
this.
watching on YouTube, you'll notice that I am turning from the waist more so than the neck. Here's the thing: my kids and I every once in a while will wrestle. I have 2 kids who treat it like WWE and one who treats it like Fight Club.
Yeah.
And that's the one you got to watch out for.
You're breaking
but-
the rules already talking about it.
Yeah, I know. Oh, well, that's right. I did. So anyway, yeah, I've got a jacked up neck, but I'm going to power through, and I'm still going to crush the next 7 days. I'm not afraid.
Impressed with your valor. No, your gumption to
Well-
be able to just pull yourself up and show up
Some
today.
people will say that our military and our first responders are the real heroes. I think it's real estate agents who injure their neck and then go on a podcast.
Listen.
Those are the real
A
heroes.
lot of podcasters right now would have called it in. They would have, they would have
Yes.
phoned in and said, "Hey, I can't make it." That whole recording
Not
thing.
you.
Sitting in a chair behind a mic, I can't do it. I cannot do it.
I am an inspiration. I did bring that up just because I wanted to talk about how jacked up my neck is in case somebody sees on YouTube, because I'm certainly even more awkward than usual. So I can't really turn my head. I'm just going to look at producer Christian across the table for
Absolutely.
the duration
I'm
of
right here
today's
for you, Terry.
episode.
Yep.
But Megan and Todd, I'm going to go eyes on you guys. I'm going eyes back and forth.
Just for people on video, can you go side to side? We got the 4-shot going.
Yeah, I
here.
do this.
Just-
I'm doing this and this. Just
Okay,
kind of here.
I had a teacher that did that, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure her vertebrae were actually fused together.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah, that's a
a
decent
thing.
excuse, not wrestling with my small children. It really is just out of shapeness that is the reason I'm late
so
up
this
today.
episode, hashtag Terry Strong.
Terry,
Let's do it for Terry.
do this one for Terry.
That's nice. Okay, but I am excited about the topic. I'm pumped about this because a lot of people maybe they say, you know what, 30 days is a lot, or it's going to take me 6 months to ramp up to speed and things like that. And this is a really bite-sized thing that you can do. You can challenge yourself rather than say, hey, I'm going to jump onto this big, long, year-long program or 6-month program or something like that. We're saying, hey, next 7 days, make them massive for you and
Right.
start momentum from the next 7 days.
Yeah, so we actually we're hitting the spring season here, and it's busy, and so things are getting crazy, and we feel like we can't get caught up. And so Megan and I were talking about this last night, just talking about like, man, we need to figure out how to get caught up. And I was thinking it'd be kind of fun just to like say, you know what, let's take a vacation, but it's not like a vacation from work; it's a vacation from everything else. And it's just like spend 7 days just super ultra focused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And so that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today. The premise, I like this line, so I got to make sure I say it. But everybody knows you can't see the forest through the trees, right? You know that expression, right? So in this case, we're saying you can't see the trees through the forest, or you can't see the trees in front of the forest. Something like that.
Megan,
which
what
is-
was that
said
quote
that.
actually? Did you? What was that actual quote that we're basing this
Listen,
on?
I am fabulous at quotes.
I know
so
that.
one time, Todd Ferris said there was a tree in a forest,
Yep.
and I
Oh,
saw it.
It was Todd. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's the Megan quote thing.
Yeah, we got the Megan quote music now. That's a good time.
So,
Yep.
yeah, so that's what we want to talk about today is if you're at that point where like, man, I can't get caught up, or maybe it's just like, I need to get re-inspired, I need to get going, I need to get moving. A lot of times what you need to do is you just need to start the fire, all right? And then that's when things will get going, is if you just start that fire, or if you're struggling to get caught up, then maybe you need to get away from everything else and just have the fire in front of you. All right, lots of analogies today. So we're going to talk about how you can basically just take the next 7 days, just
Yes.
stop everything you're doing, take the next 7 days and crush it. And I even wrote crush in all caps.
You did.
Right now, I wrote that also in all caps. Right now, stop everything you're
Oh,
doing.
you did.
You
yeah,
did.
you
I
did.
know I
And
was gonna
crush
question that.
it.
You also capitalized the number 7, which I thought was interesting as a
It is.
choice.
That's like,
How do
that's
you
a large
capitalize a
7.
number?
That's
I
a
don't
large
know,
7.
but Todd did it.
Yeah, I need a
Boom.
crush, like a crush sound effect, don't I?
Well,
Let's
see.
let's.
That's not really crushing it. That's all I've got right now. I'll put more in later.
We'll work on it.
Yeah.
Can you work on that while we're talking about step number 1?
I will. Yeah.
All right, we'll use that for now.
Yeah.
Use that one now.
Okay,
well,
we'll
hold
see.
on. Don't hit it yet.
Okay, don't hit it?
Yeah, well, I'll set you up.
Okay.
So,
Toss it over.
yeah, I'm gonna tee it up for you. You ready?
Okay, I can hardly wait.
All right, Megan. Let's talk about step 1 to crushing the next 7 days. Yeah, it's gonna be better with a
It's
different
better
sounder.
with a big crush
Yeah,
sound.
it'll be better.
I'll work on that.
That's amazing. All right, so step number 1, stop everything you do and make a plan. Just
Yes.
stop. Just stop.
Just stop.
Just stop it. One of my favorite things to say is, you know that feeling when you go to sleep on Sunday night and you wake up and it's Friday? And in real estate, this happens all the time. Like, you just get caught up in the day-to-day, putting up fires and responding to emails and texts and voicemails, and you realize you haven't done anything proactive all week long.
Yeah.
You know, and none of your goals have been hit. You've just been staying afloat.
Yeah.
You know,
oh
something
yeah.
like that.
If that.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. You're drowning slowly. So step 1 is to stop everything you do. Just stop and make the plan, the actual plan. So the first thing you're going to do is define the most important things you can do in the next 7 days, and then what order they need to be completed in. So
love it.
prioritize that list. So you're going to take, what is that called? Oh, geez. A bird's eye view. You
Yeah,
know, you're going to
sure.
come on up above it through the forest and that tree
Yes,
Todd
That's
saw.
not accurate. That is not accurate.
Lots of trees, some sequoias.
Yep, I saw a
You got
redwood in
some
there.
Norwegian pines.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you're up in this. I always say anyway when I'm just ready to
One
move on from whatever
sing-
Todd is saying. Anyway.
I tried to think of a tree just now and couldn't think of a single tree. I just want to point that out. Like, not one could
That
I
is
come up
all-
with. Birch!
Japanese
I got one!
Oh, good Good job.
Yeah, I did it.
I'm
You
playing
got
this game right
elm?
now. It's
Todd
called.
just can't
There's
stop
a
naming
white
trees.
oak.
You guys, anybody?
All
that-
he can do is think about trees.
He's
There's
just
a
gonna
spruce.
drone on about those trees. You're really good at it, though. Honestly,
Got a bonsai.
a
Best podcast
bonsai.
ever. Todd's the host of the Name the Trees podcast, and he just lists trees. That's amazing.
Slowly, people just.
I don't know
listen
why
in.
I think that's so funny, but I just do.
Oh, that's
Japanese maple.
Oh, I've already said
That's
that.
a
Oh, did you
sir.
say that one already?
Please respect my
Sorry.
podcast.
I got
Did you get-
birch.
Did you get pin oak?
I got
I know.
I got
Pin oak.
birch.
Pin oak.
check.
Oh,
check.
Pin Oak is a good one.
I'm playing this app right now called Fight Club, Fight Night, Fight something, and you basically it's a category
Oh,
and you
yeah.
challenge somebody, and then you have to name all of them like that. Like it would be category of trees, and you'd like have to
Oh,
name them,
yeah.
and then whoever gets the most, and
Yep.
they're weighted and have different points. It's super fun.
Oh,
If
wow.
anybody invites me to play from the podcast, I'll play with you. It's
nice.
my secret addiction. So,
Oh, cool.
okay, so trees, forest.
Speaking of
birds,
crushing it,
I growled at you just now.
that was a joke
wait, hold on.
about.
Oh.
No, there we go.
Get it?
Sorry, I was a little
Good
late on
point.
this.
Yeah, that
Speaking
was
of
good.
crushing
That was
it,
really
it's
good.
sound
And
playing on an app.
focus and crushing. Yeah, okay. All right. So the first thing you're going to do when you stop everything and make a plan is you're going to get your bird's eye view. You're going to define the most important things you need to do this week.
Yes.
This 7 days, and then you're going to prioritize them in order, okay? Number one, check. The second thing you're going to do is take a look at your calendar and clear everything that is not a must.
Clear
to
my
fit these goals.
schedule.
Clear my schedule.
That's right. You
That.
call out
But
to
you
your
have to
assistant.
say it like that. Yeah.
Fran, clear my schedule.
Alexa.
I love Fran. Oh, Alexa. That's a
Alexa,
good
no
one.
calls.
No calls. Terry says something about this. We've done a podcast about this, and you
Okay.
talked about how if it's not a heck yes, it's a heck no. Nope.
Yes.
That's exactly
Wait.
how you said it.
Exact quote.
Wait.
If I nail the
Things
quote,
I've
that would
said.
be amazing.
Yeah.
He
If
said
it's-
it
I
with
did
harsher
something
terms.
right.
Yeah, I used harsher,
Yeah.
filthier
well,
language.
I
but,
never speak such words.
If it's not
dirty
heck
words.
yes, it's heck no.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I don't even know if I said heck no. It's just no. It's just a no.
Yeah,
I don't have
it's
to get
no.
mad about the no.
Just yeah.
But if I'm not super pumped
emphatic
to
about
do
the
it,
yes.
if I'm not super excited about doing it, then it should be a no.
Yep.
I should decline.
And I love that. Since that podcast, I have thought about that
Really?
with a lot of things, and then I'll get caught up. You get caught up, and you say yes to these appointments. Somebody wants to meet with you, and let's do this, and things that you don't need to meet about, and drive 30 minutes and do the appointment, and then leave and drive again. Like do a conference call, do a FaceTime, stuff like that.
this
But-
podcast. I'm sorry, it had
Amen.
to be said.
We got sycamore trees and apple trees.
Oh, this is
I
great.
couldn't even think of an apple tree. Oh boy. Okay. Sorry, Megan. Back to you. We're still on step one.
This is great. We're really good at focus.
We are.
So we are.
What was
So-
step one again?
I forget.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, stop everything you do, make a list and prioritize it, then go to your calendar and clear everything. This is actually a super freeing feeling. When you go back there and you say, hey, listen, I really can't meet this week. We're going to need to do that in the future. Just go back through and reschedule stuff or cancel it. You guys, your time is so important. Have the confidence and we're telling you it's okay. It is
Yeah.
okay to not do these things.
I have heard a little quote that someone said, there's no greater joy than canceled plans. Which, like,
Right?
how great is
It
it
is
when
nice.
plans get canceled?
is
You're
so
like, yes, I just got 2 hours.
Yes.
It's like a free 2
That
hours.
is funny.
It's
It is.
awesome.
It is a great feeling. So, see, you're really doing people a favor that you're
Yes.
going to go in and cancel your appointments
That's
this
right.
week and focus on what you need to focus on. And the last thing you need to do is record what you will do and then do it. And we talk about tracking a lot, having the plan, writing it out, having it in front of you, and then doing what you say you're going to do. Boom, number one.
Boom, step one. Okay. I was going to
Sorry.
tee it
Should I
up for
lay
you
on-
for
oh,
step
sorry.
2. That's okay. That's all right.
Gotta get better on timing.
We'll fix it in post. Okay, so yes, stop everything you do, make a plan. Todd, what is step 2 on how to crush the next 7 days?
Yes. Step 2 is choose your partner.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh, Christian.
Oh wait,
Christian.
it's just really busy over here right now.
He's got so
Got a
many
lot of stuff
devices.
going on. I'm not myself.
Oh,
All
that's
right, you're
good.
doing fine,
That
sir.
was
You're doing
awesome.
fine.
All right, thank you.
Choose your partner.
Choose your partner, do-si-do. If you don't know who it is, it's...
Coolio.
That's right. All right. So number 2, choose your partner. So this is where we probably are most like a vacation. All right. So if
Okay.
you think about actual vacations, the way that we've designed them or we've told you to design them is actually stop all your business, have somebody covering your business, hand
Yeah.
them off the business, let them cover you while you're gone, right? Same thing applies here. Basically, you are trying to be ultra focused on the goals that you've set. So what you need to do is you need to relinquish all other things that are not privy to those goals, that won't help you reach those goals, to a business partner, somebody that can cover your business, somebody that knows the business. All right. And the best part about that is if you have somebody like that in your life, you can return the favor to them at some point if they want to have a week where they crush it. Right. So you basically are saying, hey, you can go to the full extent of even having them check your emails for you. Or, maybe you look through the emails and just forward the ones over to this person that you don't need to take care of or something like that. So you can go that far where they're checking your emails, checking your voicemails, doing everything so that you are 100% focused. You're basically taking, like we said, a vacation from life to focus on work.
Love it.
Crushing it, right? All right, so keep in mind, though, inevitably, the reason why we're doing that is just things will come up through that week. As much as you've canceled all your plans, as much as you've moved things off to different times outside of these 7 days, things are going to come up. So you just make sure that you have a plan on how you're going to focus on those, how you're going to handle those things. And that's where we talk about bringing in that business partner, bringing in somebody to cover your plans, right? All right, so all that being said, the biggest focus is simply, and I'm going to make mine nice, sweet, and short, is just treat it like you are on vacation from everything that does not fit your goals, and have a plan on how to cover the stuff that comes up and still needs to be done. Yeah. Boom.
I love this. I thought maybe the partner was going to be pick somebody you love to go on vacation with. And I was like making googly eyes at you, thinking something, you were going to ask. And then it really was just dump everything else on your partner.
I'm waving it off.
Yeah.
Wave it off.
Pretty
it's fine.
much.
It's good.
I made a rule. I made a ruling.
You look beautiful today.
All right. Fire
Love
it.
you too.
Do it, Christian.
Okay.
It's time.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. I mean, I could let the first one slide, but then you just escalated, and I had to
feel
make the
like
call.
that-
You gave me no choice.
Yeah.
So, awkward. I guess that loving can make you. Usually it's, a death
PDA.
match. But
PDA.
Yeah, okay.
That's what it is. It's the
It was
PDA.
just affirming words. I did love kisses.
Just affirming.
You have pear trees and
All right, so
tulip
step
trees.
3. So we've got step 1 and 2. The first one, stop everything you do. Step 2 is to choose your partner. Now, Megan, what is step
Oh,
number
this is
3
me.
in how to crush the next 7 days?
All right.
Yes.
How'd I do?
Was
That's
good.
a little better.
That was
Yeah.
better.
Fabulous.
Those are watching on YouTube saw you scramble
Yeah,
as I
scramble.
wrapped that sentence up.
Oh, pulling back the curtain. Okay, number 3 is be accountable. So
Be accountable.
Be
accountable.
spell it.
BEACCOUNTABLE.
Accountable.
not bad though.
I could have done better if I had it in front of me. That was off the top of the dome.
Wow.
Thank you.
Impressive.
Are there any
Top
other
of the
trees
dome.
that you've? Any other?
There's
Sassafras.
Oh, now you're having trouble thinking of a tree.
struggling.
Sassafras.
Sassafras, is that a tree?
Mahogany.
It is sassafras.
Now let's talk about bushes. All right, Megan. Be accountable. Be accountable.
Be accountable. Okay, so first things first, be accountable. Wake up as you plan to do. Look at the plan that you've made and actually do it. Wake up when you say you're going to do it. Stick to your schedule that you've defined and focus on it all day long. Okay, so you're going to stick to this.
All day, every day.
It's kind of like a diet. To be honest about it, it's something that you're not going to love all day, every day, but you're
Every day,
going to do
every
it
day.
because you've said you're going to do it and you made the plan. Now you're going to stick to the plan. And then Todd, what do you always say about being successful? How do you set yourself up for success?
Yeah. Set yourself up for success. I mean, just think about, like, we talk about that sometimes. Like, Megan and I, we've gotten in the habit lately of we'll work from our kitchen island.
Oh.
And then we're sitting there and, like, the kids are running around and they're making all kind of noise and stuff. And we're like, gosh, I can't get anything done. And then we look at each other like,
Wonder why.
Did we really set ourselves up for
Right.
success here? No, we're sitting. We know what we did. So
Right.
so same thing here is just set yourself up for success. And really, if you think about it, when Megan talked about the very first thing you do when you make a plan,
Yes.
that was with a clear head, when you were focused and
Yeah.
you knew exactly what your goals were. You knew how you were going to reach your goals. It's like when we talk about business plans, but this is a very focused business plan for 7 days. This is being of ultra mind. That makes no sense, but go with it, listening audience and viewing audience. I'm so afraid right now because every time we come in here, there's new cameras.
You never know where they are anymore.
I'm like looking around for the hidden cameras right now.
That's great.
But you just got to realize that when you made this plan, you were very focused. You knew what you wanted to do. And so you got to remember that there's a reason why you're doing what you're supposed to do. And you don't want to start doing the things that when all of a sudden you get off. Like it's kind of like when you go to the grocery store and you've got a list that you're shopping for, but you go in hungry. And then all of a sudden your cart gets filled with all the stuff that wasn't on your list.
You can talk to that camera, by the way.
That one
Yeah.
up top. How you doing? Hey, everybody up there. This is weird.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. So, but that's the big thing that you need to make sure you stay focused on is just focus on what you told yourself to focus on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it. So you're going to stick to that schedule. It like a diet. Like this is something you might not always want to do for 7 days, but to set yourself up for success, you're going to get in an area that you can work and focus in. You're going to take mini breaks, hopefully that you've planned in there. Like maybe every hour you take 5 to 10 minutes. I know studies have shown if you take 5 minutes every hour, you're like super duper more productive. I'm not going to say a percentage because
Is
I would
that mini
butcher it.
breaks, M-I-N-I, or mini, M-A-N-Y?
You want to take many
Many,
breaks.
a lot of breaks?
Mini.
Oh, little,
Mini,
tiny breaks.
M-I-N-I.
Okay, like
Miniature.
micro nap kind of things.
Yes.
Micro break.
Mini
Got it.
breaks. Yeah, very good question.
Sorry.
Mini
questions.
breaks.
Trying to pay attention.
You are.
Did I get it? Did I win?
Nope.
So you're going to take these mini breaks all throughout the day, and then which will make you more efficient throughout the day and give you kind of your out points for a second to take a break. And then at the end, take another break and be able to look back and refocus on what you need to do the next day. How did this day go? And then, take a moment so you can wake up the next day re-energized and ready to rock, and then modify as you need it. You're going to do day 1 and you're going to say, okay, here's how I can make day 2 better. And then you're going to do day 2 and you're going to say, I can make that even better. So throughout those 7 days, you're going to keep modifying and making it better and better and build on it.
Right. And keep in mind, this is not meant to be like when we talk about trying to better your business means of life and like being a better business professional and stuff. We always talk about you need to do these things. It depends on the studies you listen to, but they say like 17 days, 60 days.
Yes.
Like you need to do
Creating
something.
building a habit.
To build a habit, right?
Yeah.
You got to do that consistently for a longer period of time. We're not talking about building
Right.
habits here. This is
Right.
not a lifestyle that you want to do all the time. This
Yes.
is simply stopping everything you're doing and just getting caught up or getting re-energized, remotivating, taking the next 7 days and just, for lack of a better term, balls to the wall, just like all in on this, right? You're gonna, and if you try to do this more than 7 days, you're gonna burn out.
Yes.
Which is
Right.
why we want to do the mini breaks, but at the same time, remember these 7 days you're
Going
just
intense.
focused.
Yep, that's a good point. It's kind of like you have a really big party in a week and you're trying to lose that 10 pounds, those 5 pounds to
right.
look
It's
super
like
hot
a-
in your
yeah.
dress. So you got to be all in for
Yeah.
those days, and then there's going to be a break. There's light at the tunnel.
Yeah.
So light at the tunnel.
There is light
Yes,
at the tunnel.
light
That's
at
right.
the tunnel.
That's correct.
And it's not
In
a train.
it, it's kind of around
Right,
it.
and if it's a recent tunnel, they probably have lights throughout.
Oh
the
yeah,
tunnel
like
too.
recessed lighting throughout the tunnel.
Recess.
Well, that's
That's
some
a
of the
real
higher
authority.
end.
Yeah, higher
Yeah,
tunnels.
higher.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the recessed lighting in this tunnel.
Oh, very nice.
All right, I'm out. You guys are accountable.
No, that's good. That's good.
Boom.
I do think, by the way, if you take an approach like this and you focus on the things that matter most for getting caught up in your business, I think you'll realize a lot of the junk of the business is not as necessary to
Yes.
have all your attention all
Yep.
the time, right? There'll be like those takeaways that you can, in
That's
an
cool.
ongoing way, kind of modify how you approach your business
Yeah,
and stuff.
love
so,
it.
And by the end of it, you're going to realize how much more business you've done and how more motivated you are. It's just going to put you in a better place. And I would love to see if you right now are out there listening or watching and you're struggling in business, or if you're not motivated right now, I want to challenge you to take the 7-day challenge
Yeah.
right now. Just stop what you're doing and do that order. Make a plan, get a partner, focus on the plan, and carry it out. And then hit us up and let us know how
Let
it
us
was.
know.
yes.
Yeah. Stop
That's it.
listening. Stop
That's it.
listening.
Get your plan. Find your partner. Be accountable. That's how you crush
Crush!
the next 7 days.
Crush, Christian.
Email us
Crush.
info@boomrealestatepodcast.com.
I nailed
Visit the YouTube page as well, and our website's boomrealestatepodcast.com. Get the 30-day jump start and save it for next week, because this week
Right.
you are 7
You don't need
days
it.
all in.
You don't need it.
everybody. Absolutely. Hey, until next time, let's just name a few more trees. There's chrysanthemum.
Walnut tree. Ooh.
Is that it? That's a
I
bush,
think it's
isn't
a bush,
it?
but I'm going with it.
Is
wait,
chrysanthemum?
hold
A
on.
magnolia
Here we go.
tree.
I got it. Got
A
it.
weeping, cherry.
Weeping cherry?
They're like little
Weeping
and
cherry.
they look like
Sounds so sad.
Weeping willow?
Weeping willow.
Weeping willow. Weeping cherries are like small and they go like this with flowers. They're blooming right now.
I think we accidentally transitioned into our other podcast,
Did we?
naming trees.
Yeah, the tree podcast. We're on that one.
That's how you end a podcast.
That is how you end big.
We end with a whimper.
Crushed it.
In like a lion.
Out like a lamb.